3 hours of racing ahead of us as we gathered on the grid in perfect spring weather conditions at Silverstone, using the full Grand Prix circuit, 5.9 kilometers of it, 18 turns, but the most important turn for many of them was turn 1 on the opening lap. It was Copse, it was very tight, but Aston Martin's went in first and third, came out first and third, exactly what they wanted to do. Everybody else behind behaved incredibly well. So delightful start for all involved. One of the BMWs kicking up the dirt, but getting away with it, going into the middle of Club, a corner that's super, super tricky. The Lamborghinis were trying to pick up the pace. Andrea Caldarelli pushing the Jaguar in the early stages of the race, and it seemed to spend an awful lot of the race with any of its drivers tucked in behind that Jaguar. The Black Falcon, Mercedes number 4, making good progress. Drivers waiting their turns, all they could do was try and stay cool in body as well as in mind, and really great racing seen through the windscreen of the number 8 Bentley. It started at the back of the field and Vincent Abril overtook half the field on his first stint alone. Whoa, and the number 44 Mercedes going for a spin, the back left tyre after contact already deflated. The 88 Mercedes gave chase, stuck its nose just in front of the 76 Aston Martin as the Aston Martin came out of the pits, but Jake Dennis didn't want to take no for an answer. He sized it up for several corners and eventually used a move he would have done in Formula 3 in his junior days here, and at Luffield he put the nose in front and kept it there. And then running off at Beckett's wasn't a stranger to a lot of the drivers, but look how much grass you get in the grille. That's not a good thing. The number 98 BMW was to lose out later in the race, but one of the chases was to see how the Lexuses would go. They kept trying to fight, and there was fighting further back. One of the drivers got pinged for that, the 82 Lamborghini being given a bit of a tap into a spin. And then, of course, it comes down to the pit stops. Keep it super clean is the message going on. We had an investigation of the 88 car. Was it an unsafe release? No, it proved not to be. The 62 Aston Martin pushing on very, very hard indeed, but it always seemed to have company. And then one thing that was parting company was a wheel nut off the Jaguar. That went off to the side of the circuit and was out of the race. And then, unfortunately, the 4th place was thrown away by Jelmer Berman. He tapped the lapped number 7 Bentley. The number 1 Audi came through, 19 damage, and that was unfortunate. That wasn't featuring at the sharp end, however. One car that was really pushing forward was the 72 Ferrari, the fastest car on the track as it picked its way up through the field. Here it is picking off the number 14 Lexus that only just about got back on board, but then the real chase to the finish was Dries van Tor right on the tail of Norbert Siedler. Was the Lexus driver going to get home in 3rd place, or would it be the Audi? The 76 Aston Martin, nobody could hold a candle to it. Through to victory for 11 seconds from the 88 Mercedes. That's all from Silverstone. Goodbye.